just there, we was ready to go between those markers, but I noticed that the dog was walking, so it's a good job we didn't, or else we'd have got beached. We're now going around the outside.
See at the other side with Leslie, behaving himself for once. He's so naughty when he's on the lead with me, but he's as good as gold when he's on the lead with her. Leaving our mooring at Linton on Ouse. Some lovely boats, this one's for sale. That's where we was, lovely and quiet. That's some of the residential moorings. Water point, but no hookups. Some beautiful boats moored there though. I'll tell a lie, there is some hookups further up. There is a long-term moorings down there towards the weir. And hydro plant. That's a proper houseboat. That's built on a butty. And there's Amy Poppins. Full ways, timber cladding, felt roof, PVC windows. I think personally I'd have gone for a GRP roof, but there you go. Each to their own. That's what my budget suits. It's a lovely moor, it's some lovely moorings, it's really peaceful here. Plenty of water points and power points on this stretch. We're a little bit late, it's about, well, a little bit, we were 2 hours later than I would have liked to have set off. We're trying to beat the rain, get to Boroughbridge before the wind and the rain picks in. Fingers crossed. Time to crank it. It's a bit of a breezy day today, but it's nice, it's refreshing after the red hot days we've had. Just hoping we can beat the rain. I think this must be one of the most fished stretches of river ever. Every available spot there's an angler. Little diesel engine irrigation pump. Not very good that it's that close to the water side. Pollution waiting to happen. But vitally necessary to feed crops and feed us. A little bit tight here because there's a broken tree and the branches have laid in the water. Problem leaving with this is silt builds up underneath and it forms a flat, and then it gets growth on it. Just makes it very shallow, but it's doable as long as there's no other boat coming the other way. So as we're around this bend here, we've got Cuddy Shore Reach to our right. Just over there is Pear Tree Cottage Farm. Lovely setup here. Nice little pontoon. Very well kept grounds. Paddle board and motorboat. Lovely wooden cottage behind. Built on gabions, which is forward thinking for a stretch that's prone to flood. In fact, there's 3 or 4 wooden properties here. Timber properties anyway. A nice little fishing setup. Bivvy and everything there, a couple of spotlights. They've got it sussed. Beautiful house set back there. Just as we get round this corner here, we're still currently on the River Ouse, but as we get round this corner and draw level with Swill Nab on our left, it becomes the River Ewer. And I know I keep saying left and right rather than port and starboard. These trees and bushes are absolutely alive with wildlife. Anybody looking for a waterside property? This is for sale. Beautiful cottage. Beautiful house. It looks like it's recently built, and the garden is clearly work in progress. Lovely bungalow. Sat on a nice plot there. Sorry for sounding like an estate agent.
Leaves are like hydrangea flowers.
Yeah. So around about here, this becomes the River Ewer. You'd think there'd be some kind of marker or flag or firework goes off as you go past it to let you know. All seems a little bit muted, but I think it must suit this lifestyle, doesn't it? It's muted, it certainly is. Some lovely wild wooded areas. Birds nesting in the bank. We'll have to have a look and see what they are. It's Hawthorn Bank with the wooded area alongside it. This section of the river is absolutely alive with birds. Birds nesting in the bank, birds nesting in the trees. Seen a kingfisher, but I was too bloody slow to capture it. On film, that is. Not that I want to capture a kingfisher. Or any bird for that matter. Any bird except this one. This is Hawthorn Bank. It's quite a heavily wooded area, which is fantastic to see. Little splashes of colour here and there. When you get to places like this, it really is worth the effort of coming down the River Ouse. It's just not for the faint-hearted, and it's certainly not for the overconfident. What video would be complete without a herring? He even gave us a little squawk. Whether we'll pick it up or not off the wind, I don't know. Alright, set up here, we've got goats, emus, so looks like another rowing club. Here's Old Walk Bridge. I think this is the Rattley Bridge. Cars slow right down for. They only seem to go over one at a time. Even cyclists go over it very tentatively. Kill the revs, Les. Kill the revs. That's just a cyclist going over it. Beautiful old structure though. I don't know if you can hear that over the engine note, but would have thought being a Morrison's delivery driver was such a such a seat of your pants ride. The sheep and the lambs coming down for a drink. That's a beautiful view. Coming up to the village of Aldwalk soon. There is the hotel and golf course at Aldwalk. Lovely big building, manicured gardens. Aldwalk footbridge. Over there is Aldwalk village. Like a bit of a slipway being formed there. Church at the back of the trees. Aldwalk Church. And our old favourite, a herring. Is our cruising essentials, walkie-talkies, Nicholson's guide, cup of tea, Fox's Crunch creams and dog treats. Whoa, treat. Good boy. Jaxie, treat. Good boys. Happy poochies. Good weather, happy days. This is another sight I never get tired of. Cows coming down for a walk, drinks of water. So inquisitive and childlike, aren't they? They're just really nosy. just here. Now where the River Swale meets the Ewer. Fortunately the River Swale's unnavigable because it is very shallow in parts. I used to fish up at Topcliffe and North Allerton and you could wade right the way across. It's such a beautiful stretch of water though, is the River Swale. We head down here where it narrows up a little bit through the trees. This stretch of the Ewer is quite tight. Yeah, a lot of trees overgrown into the section. I don't think the river itself is narrow, I think it's just with the trees, but this is probably the prettiest section of the Ewer so far. Just over there is the old Roman settlement of Aldborough. Prior to that it was a Britain's settlement. Yeah, it's probably a sewage outlet, Les.
Yeah, I like to think of
What, in raw sewage?
Yeah.
Timothy, for the women that like to wash their hair in on the approach to Milby Lock. I'm hoping to fix the top gates because it's quite treacherous and it's got the potential to flood the front of your boat and sink you. So hopefully they'll have done something to it. Gates leaking a little bit. So I'm thinking the fault.
To go down there. That's a high lock landing, isn't it?
I answer it.
Yeah. You're about 2 feet away. 1. You're up against it now. No bump.
This isn't going to be fun at all. This is not my idea of fun in a lock like this. Stay tight back to the gate, so as tight as I dare, without catching the gate and sinking us from the back. There's the walkway over the lock, footpath. This is absolutely stunning. This is the lock landing, the Ox Close Lock. Glad to see the back of them. Not looking forward to going back there. And here we are. Sorry, that was Milby Lock, not Oxclose Lock. And here we are, en route to Boroughbridge. The moorings are about 5 minutes up here on your left. Get a load of this. Oh wow. Do you know, sod Milby Lock, it was worth it.
Yeah, just in front of that other one. I think there might be enough room down here. Yeah. Is this where they told us to moor, the couple?
Yeah, it's just before the roundabout, so we can go to a chip shop.
Oh, chippy sounds like a plan. Yeah, you can see on the lock landing on the canal towpath side.
Might just go to the start of the Ripon canal and not bother going onto it.
Look at that there, how low it is. That is really low.
There's the roundabout. There's a garage that does diesel. It's for boats as well. There's the CRT facilities. And that is the dream mooring. And after Milby Lock, this is just perfect. Roundabout, Boroughbridge. Can't film the bubbles, but I'll kind of feel rain's expected today. You go out first, bud. I'll pick her up and we'll follow you through.